Now we'll check in with the UT men. The Rockets are settling in as we enter the final stretch of the season. A big reason for that, the squad's leaders. Marreon Jackson is currently second in the MAC in scoring and assists. The junior's overcome plenty in his tenure, heart complications as a freshman, and a torn labrum last season. But none of that has slowed Jackson down.
No, I started off with football. I played basketball. My brother was a basketball player, my older brother. And you know, everybody, you a kid, you at the park, you scream down 5, 4, 3, and you shoot like a half court or a 3. And I love pressure. I love it. I'm in the gym every day. I basically live here. I'm here more than I am at home. This long season, teams coming at me like that, how they are. I love it personally. I love being a guy that, that's what we got to stop. That's what we have to do. So.
His freshman year, we had Trayshawn Fletcher, and Marreon was his starting point guard, but, Fletch had the ball in his hands more times than not, and particularly in winning time. So Marreon really felt that last year's sophomore year was really his first year playing the point. And it was an adjustment period for him. But we also had some other guys that could help him, meaning Jalen Sanford, Chris Darrington, guys that were good off the dribble. This year, with the graduation of Jalen Sanford, he obviously is the target of every scouting report, the emphasis, and I think he's handled it really well. He's a point guard that can score, but he's also second in the conference in assists, and he's a guy that defensively, is very, very solid.
I don't really care about, scoring. I do with my team what needs to be done. So if I tell my teammates all the time, if a person denies me hard like that, just drive to my side and go get a bucket because they're not going to help off me. I just take what the game gives to me, and then all the reps of, being in the gym with my coaches, off season, preparing for teams to do this to me, I was prepared.
He's here all the time. I mean, he's always early. He's in my office a ton. He's in Justin Ingram's office a ton, Jeff Massey's office. He's always around, and it's great to have him around. He loves to watch film, and his leadership it's been fantastic because he knows how to deal with Willie and what to say to Willie. Him and Luke and Spencer are all very close, so they can say things to each other. And I think all 4 of those captains have done a really good job of getting Keyshawn to buy in and to toughen up and to grow up a little bit, which he needed to do, and he's done a great job for us. But he really hasn't had an off season here at Toledo. After his freshman year, he had a heart condition, and then after his sophomore year, he had his shoulder, torn labrum. So I'm looking forward to having him here for the summer and really, gearing up for the stretch run of his career. But certainly had a lot of basketball yet in his junior year as well.
I live by everything, happens for a reason. And a big thing that kept me pushing through my labrum situation and the heart situation, first of all, my prayer life, it got really strong during them times. And then I knew off season last year, I knew my legs, like a whole bunch of professional people were telling me like I have to get my legs stronger, explosive to the hole, and just so happened for 6 months I couldn't use my arms. I had to do all leg workouts, so that's what I looked at it as. It is hard, keeping a positive attitude, a smile on your face, keeping everybody cheered up when we having a season that we are having. But I keep telling my guys, like, this team, like, we have our bench is young, and if it takes the whole regular season for them to, get it, and we come together for the 4 games the only 4 games that matter in the season, and we get to the NCAA tournament, that's all that matters. We're gonna reach our peak at the right time. So, and we're trying to string in some wins to go into the tournament. I'm confident in our team though, in our group.